Hey cello yogis, in the next few videos I'm going to be showing you patterns that you can play to play over chords. So these patterns are not just for improvisation. You're going to come across these patterns in all kinds of written music, in chord-based and improvised music. It's really great to expand your repertoire of patterns that you can play because it helps you to move around your instrument, play in different genres, increase your ability to understand your fingerboard geography, and in general, it's just really fun. So I wanted to start with the minor blues scale. So the minor blues scale is a scale that's made from notes in a minor scale. That makes sense, right? Minor blues, minor scale. So we're going to start with the minor blues scale in the key of A minor. So if you're familiar with your circle of fifths, and I hope that you are, if you're not, you can go back to that video where we talked about the circle of fifths and key signatures. In the key of A minor, we have no sharps and no flats. So we're going to be playing a scale based on the notes in the A minor scale, but just some of the notes in order to make the minor blues scale. So the first note that we need in a minor blues scale is the first note of the minor scale. So we're going to play the note A. Then we play the third note. The third note is C. Then the fourth note, which is D. Then half a step above the fourth note, known as the sharp 4 or flat 5. That's D sharp. Then we're going to play the fifth note, which is E. The seventh note, which is G. And then finishing again on the first note, which is A. So if we play this pattern in a bluesy kind of way with a swing beat, it would sound like this. If you like, for a challenge, you can listen to me play this scale and see if you can pick it out by ear and also be aware of the notes we're playing. There's another way to kind of think about these scales and these patterns, and that's to think about the intervals that you're playing between the notes. So if we think about the intervals that we're playing, when we start on the A, and then we play the C, which is the minor third, that interval is the minor third, 1 to 4. And then we go to a D, so C to D, that's a second. D to D sharp, that's a half step. D sharp to E, that's a half step. E to G, that's a minor third, 1 to 4. And then a whole step to A. So if you prefer to think about it in terms of intervals, you can do that as well. Now in previous videos, we've been talking about the power of using universal fingerings. That way you can transpose and move into other keys and have a fingering that works for all keys. So in order to come up with a universal fingering, we want to avoid using the open strings because open strings don't work in a universal setting. So if we're trying to play the notes A, C, D, D sharp, E, G, A, to avoid playing open D and open A. So let's say we start on this A. A to C so far is fine. No open strings. Don't want to play open D, so we can come down to the fourth position, play D with first finger. Half a step to D sharp. Half a step to E. Over to G in your third position. And A with 3. So that gives you one possible universal fingering to use for your minor blues scale. 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. There are other possibilities as well, but that is how you would go about figuring out a universal fingering that you can then transpose into the other keys on the circle of fifths. So that is the minor blues scale. You can use this minor blues scale to improvise over a minor blues form. In the next video, we're going to talk about the major blues scale.